In the heart of Kentucky, nestled deep in the rolling green hills and shadowed by thick woods, lies a vast network of caves known among locals as the Breathless Hollows. The name didn't come from beauty, it came from what the caves took. In 2017, three lifelong friends, Travis McCall, Adam Reeves, and Darren Walker, set off on a weekend caving trip to explore a mysterious section of the system, using an old hand-drawn map Travis had found in his late grandfather's attic. The map marked a cave with no name, just a pencil note. "Keep out, air turns bad." Travis, a high school history teacher obsessed with the unknown, dismissed the warning as superstition. Adam, a paramedic, joined out of loyalty. Darren, seeking a break from his city life, came along for the thrill. They packed light, headlamps, ropes, oxygen, and food for 3 days. The first few hours were uneventful. But as they followed the map deeper, the temperature dropped and the walls narrowed. Eventually, they found an entrance behind a curtain of stalactites. Past them was a vertical shaft. Travis tossed a flare. It vanished into darkness. No echo, no impact, just silence. They rappelled down, landing 50 feet below. The air was sharp and metallic, cold enough to see their breath. Then their lights flickered, one by one, like something was turning them off. When the lights came back, Adam was gone. No footsteps, just his gear neatly placed, as if he'd stepped out of it. They called his name until their voices cracked, but there was no reply. Darren, panicked, tried to climb back out. Halfway up the rope, he began screaming. Travis shone his headlamp upward just in time to see his friend's legs thrashing. Then silence. The rope went slack. Alone and deep underground, Travis tried to find his way back. But every path led him to the same chamber. He marked walls with chalk, but the marks would vanish when he looked away. His lights dimmed again. When they returned, the cave looked different. Unnatural walls, sharp angles, a rotten smell. Something moved behind him just out of reach. He ran, but time blurred. He rationed food, counted battery life. When he was found days later, he was covered in cuts, muttering nonsense. Adam and Darren were never seen again. 3 years later in Utah, Lydia Barnes and her brother Mike sneaked into the long-closed Nutty Putty cave system. Fascinated by abandoned places, they wanted footage for their YouTube channel. Deeper inside, they discovered a tight tunnel that led to a perfectly round chamber with smooth, glassy walls. In the center was a stone slab. Mike, joking, climbed on it. Moments later, he collapsed, clutching his head. Lydia touched him, and a high-pitched whine rang in her ears, her vision blurred. They tried to escape, but the path split unexpectedly. Each tunnel brought them back to the same room. Mike began acting strange. He mimicked things Lydia hadn't said yet. He laughed at nothing, stared into shadows. She begged him to leave, but he stood frozen. When she turned, he was gone. She fled through the tunnels, emerging near dawn. Rescue teams never found the room or Mike. The recovered GoPro showed repeated clips of Lydia crawling, the same clip looping, though she insisted she'd only gone through once. In 2019, a group called the Dust Devils explored the Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico. All were experienced cavers. Only one, Angela Ford, returned. Found in a fetal position near the entrance, skin pale, nails torn, she was silent for weeks. When she finally spoke, she whispered, "The cave shows you what you fear, then makes it real." Her team's equipment was recovered deeper in, neatly arranged, untouched, as if displayed. Reports continued. A geologist in Arizona found cave paintings thousands of feet down, faceless figures kneeling before gaping voids. A student group vanished in Oregon while studying bat habitats. Their last audio captured a voice, female, whispering, "Help me," though none in the group were female. In Tennessee, Cole Redmond claimed he found a chamber filled with polished rock mirrors. His reflection smiled when he didn't. When he turned away, it turned toward him. Skeptics blame disorientation, darkness, or hallucination. But survivors tell a different story. They speak of being watched. That once deep enough, the cave becomes aware. They don't believe they explored the caves. They believe the caves explored them. Some described finding bones arranged in patterns, untouched by animals or time. Some heard voices that matched their own. Some returned changed. In 2022, a cave in Montana was sealed after a drone captured something crawling upside down along the ceiling, human-shaped but faceless and too long-limbed. The footage briefly leaked before vanishing. The company denied its existence. But locals say they still hear screams echoing from the rocks on cold nights. Caving offers wonder, yes, but it also invites the unknown. It's a world below our own, ancient and breathing. The deeper you go, the more you leave behind. And not everything you lose is material. Some caves aren't meant to be mapped. Some holes in the earth weren't meant to be found. And some things once disturbed don't stay buried.